Army. Sit down, take a breath, and listen carefully, because today we have news you've been waiting for months, even years. RM, Jin, Suga, V, and Jungkook. Yes, 5 of the 7 BTS members were just spotted at Incheon Airport, flying to one destination, Madrid, Spain. And this is no ordinary trip. This is BTS setting foot in Spain for their very first concert there. Ever. In history. Army. This is real. But wait, where are Jimin and J-Hope? Does this signal a full 7-member reunion? What is actually going on? We're breaking it all down. Don't go anywhere. Okay, Army, let's start from the moment that set everything off. A few days ago, fans on standby at Incheon International Airport, as true Army always do, you know how it is, captured an incredible moment. RM, also known as Kim Namjoon, Jin, also known as Kim Seokjin, Suga, also known as Min Yoongi, V, also known as Kim Taehyung, and Jungkook, also known as Jeon Jungkook, were all seen walking through the departure terminal heading to one place, Madrid, Spain. Photos spread instantly on X, formerly Twitter, and within minutes, the hashtag BTS Madrid was trending across multiple countries. Army worldwide panicked in the most delightful way, floods of screenshots, memes, and wait what replies in every language imaginable. And honestly, who could blame them? This is not just any trip. This is part of BTS World Tour Arirang, the biggest BTS World Tour of all time, and their very first concert in Spain. Just imagine how long Spanish Army has been waiting for this moment. As for the other 2 members, Jimin and J-Hope, they didn't travel with the 5. Why? Because they had another equally prestigious mission first. Paris Fashion Week. J-Hope, as a Louis Vuitton brand ambassador, and Jimin, as the face of Dior, were both scheduled to attend the prestigious fashion shows on June 23rd and 24th, before flying to Madrid to join the rest of the members. So no, Army, there's no conflict or drama here. Everything was planned perfectly. And that actually makes the reunion in Madrid even more epic. Because after Paris, all 7 will stand together on one stage, in one country, for the very first time in BTS history. Now, for all of you to truly understand the scale of what's happening, we need to talk about the BTS World Tour Arirang as a whole. The tour kicked off in April 2026 in Goyang, South Korea, as the 6th BTS concert tour of their entire career, and it is the biggest one yet. Think about this, more than 88 show dates, across 34 cities, in 23 countries. This isn't just a tour. This is a world conquest. The tour supports their latest studio album titled Arirang, BTS's first album since Proof back in 2022, an album that celebrates their Korean identity, an album created after years apart due to mandatory military service, and an album that millions of Army around the world had been waiting for with their whole hearts. Tickets for shows in South Korea, North America, and Europe sold out within hours of the pre-sale opening. Gone. In hours. And we're talking about massive stadiums here, not small venues. The Arirang stage itself is breathtaking, featuring a 360-degree stage design with 4 catwalks extending toward every corner of the stadium. That means no matter where your seat is, you still have a chance to see the BTS members up close. Hybe truly thought about the experience of every single Army. And Madrid? Madrid is part of the European leg of this massive tour. BTS performed at Riyadh Air Metropolitano, the pride of Atletico de Madrid, on June 26th and 27th, 2026. 2 consecutive nights, 2 nights that European Army will remember for the rest of their lives. More than 66,000 people packed the stadium on night 1 alone. 66,000 souls, Army. And that's not even counting the hundreds of fans who gathered outside the stadium without tickets, but still sang along to every single song they could hear from inside. And what makes this even more special? This is BTS's first ever visit to Spain. Back in the day, a Spain concert date was planned as part of the Map of the Soul tour. But it was ultimately cancelled because of the pandemic. So this is redemption. A promise that was finally kept, years later. Army. To truly feel just how meaningful this BTS moment in Spain is, we need to take a moment and remember the long journey that brought them here. Do you remember how heartbroken Army was when back in 2022, BTS announced that they would each be entering mandatory military service one by one. One by one, BTS members left the stage spotlight to put on military uniforms. Jin was the first to go, followed by J-Hope, then RM and V together in December 2023, then Jimin and Jungkook the very next day, and finally Suga was the last. For almost 3 years, the world did not see BTS perform together as a complete group. 3 years that felt like forever to millions of ARMY. But then, one by one, they came back. Jin completed his military service in June 2024. J-Hope followed in October 2024. And in June 2025, within a single week, RM, V, Jimin, Jungkook, and Suga. They all returned. Then on July 1st, 2025, something happened that made ARMY all over the world cry happy tears. BTS went live together on Weverse for the first time as a complete group. There, they announced two things that fans had longed to hear. A new album scheduled for early 2026, and a massive world tour. Then came J-Hope's concert, where for the very first time in so long, all 7 BTS members appeared on stage together. Jin and Jungkook took the stage, while RM, Jimin, V, and Suga watched from the audience, cheering for their brothers. That moment became one of the most emotionally powerful K-pop moments of all of 2025. And now, the Arang tour is carrying them from stage to stage, city to city, country to country. Madrid isn't just the next city on the list. Madrid is a symbol that BTS has returned in full, bigger than ever before. Now let's talk about the reactions, because honestly, they're just as entertaining as the news itself. The moment photos of RM, Jin, Suga, V and Jungkook at Incheon airport spread online, ARMY from Korea, Indonesia, Spain, and around the entire world reacted in the most ARMY way possible. On X, hashtags like #BTS in Madrid, #Me Spain, and #Arang World Tour shot straight to the top of trending. Some fans burst into tears because a moment they had dreamed of was finally real. Others posted photos of themselves queuing for tickets months ago, writing, "Every sacrifice was worth it." And of course, there were memes about Jimin and J-Hope taking the Paris Fashion Week route. Jimin and Hybe chilling in Paris in designer outfits first, then catching up in Madrid. That's a different level of glow up. And in Madrid itself, the city literally turned purple, the signature color of BTS and ARMY. The official BTS pop-up store in Madrid was rushed from day one. Lines stretched endlessly, with fans arriving from France, Germany, Italy, Portugal, the UK, and even from outside Europe. Spanish local media described the vibe in Madrid as something you'd only expect at a World Cup final. Full of color, full of laughter, and full of happy tears. Fan gatherings, photo card trading sessions, and Arirang-themed photo spots popped up across every corner of the city. Even Madrid residents who weren't ARMY caught the extraordinary energy that thousands of fans brought with them. And this is what has always set BTS apart from every other artist. ARMY isn't just a fan base. They are a community. A global family that can make an entire city pulse with the same shared energy. Okay, now the most important question. What can we expect from the BTS Madrid concerts? Based on reports from previous Arirang World Tour performances, we can expect an absolutely stunning night. The Arirang Tour setlist blends brand new tracks from the Arirang album with BTS's legendary hits that have been with ARMY for years. From Dynamite and Butter to songs from the Love Yourself and Map of the Soul eras. What makes this tour uniquely special? Every concert features 2 different surprise songs. So no 2 shows are ever exactly alike. That makes each night a one-of-a-kind, completely unpredictable experience. The 360-degree stage with 4 catwalks creates a fully immersive experience. BTS members can reach nearly every corner of the stadium, and with over 66,000 fans in the stadium on Madrid Night 1. Just imagine what it looks like when every single person raises their ARMY bomb at the same moment. A sea of purple light flooding every inch of Riyadh Air Metropolitano. And of course, when Jimin and J-Hope finally arrive from Paris. All 7 members standing on one stage, in Spain, for the very first time in history. That will be a moment no one who was there will ever forget. For ARMY, who weren't able to attend in person, don't worry. There's a strong chance of a live stream, or replay through BTS's official platforms. Always keep your eyes on Weverse and HYB's official channels for the latest updates. ARMY, there's something I want to say before we close out this video. The BTS concerts in Madrid, and the entire Era World Tour, are about so much more than music and performance. They are about an extraordinary human journey. 7 young men from Korea with enormous dreams, who worked up to 15 hours a day from their teenage years, who faced pressure, expectations, criticism, and attacks from every direction, and who chose to keep standing, keep creating, and keep being together. They went through 3 years that were anything but easy. 3 years in the military, far from the spotlight, far from the stage, far from the army they love. And when they came back, they didn't just come back. They came back bigger, more mature, and more powerful than ever before. The album Arirang, whose title is taken from a traditional Korean folk song, is a statement of identity. At the absolute peak of their fame as a global phenomenon, BTS chose to celebrate their own cultural roots. That takes courage. And that is BTS at their most authentic. And Spain, a country they once had to skip because of a pandemic, has finally gotten its turn to witness BTS live. Over 66,000 people on night 1 is the answer to every Spanish army who ever asked, "When is it our turn?" The answer: now. And you deserve every single second of it. So there you have it, ARMY, everything you need to know about this extraordinary moment. From Incheon Airport all the way to the Madrid stage, from 3 long years apart to a reunion full of meaning. What moment from the BTS Madrid concerts are you most excited about? Drop it in the comments. And if anyone was lucky enough to be there in person, share your experience. ARMY everywhere wants to hear it. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more BTS and K-pop content, and share it with your fellow ARMY so they stay in the loop. See you in the next one, ARMY. Purple you all.